Tie lots or wake up on the ground. On this hammock, these parts called snake skin. Makes the whole procedure a little less of a nightmare from just opening up a bunched up hammock in a bag. This is a lot nicer to deal with. Okay, I got the hammock adjusted. These things you can actually put down lower to the ground, provide a little more cover. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem out here unless somebody drives by and they're wearing those, because this is the middle of nowhere, out on a highway, and who's gonna pull over if they see somebody camping in the median? My guess is nobody. So I'm feeling a little emboldened, but we're gonna take a look at what it looks like from down there. And of course, step 2, out here. Today, that's Canadian Club, 12 years, so that's good. I do like my beer, but it's a lot to carry, especially when you have to backpack it through a big ditch. So we're gonna get a sip of this happening really quickly. You guys won't believe this. I got a knife. I have a knife with me today, so I'm learning. It's not a good knife, but it does the job. And of course, pack it in, pack it out. Can't leave any garbage out here, or else they'll start cracking down on people camping in the medians and the highways. That's actually not bad. I like it. I'm right up here at the top of the hill, and there's the 2 lanes. There's westbound there, there's eastbound there, and they're separated by quite a distance. So it gives a nice big median in here. It's up a hill, so if a vehicle was to come careening off of the road, it wouldn't be able to get up here and squish me. So got the setup right there. There's some animals up here in this these strange parts. We've still got a couple hours of daylight here, and this is probably seeming almost too easy for me. I might start a small fire and try to keep that hidden. And I don't want to get too much closer to the road, because if I'm this far in, they shouldn't be able to see me, particularly if I stand still. They can't really get a good view until they're like right beside, so they'd have to be looking right out their window. And most people are focused on the road anyways. They're not looking for anybody camping in the media. So, and I don't think they care. But I want to get out once there's a break in traffic and see what I can see with this setup from out here. Except if somebody sees me walking around in the ditch, they're going to assume that I need help or something, or that I'm a murderer. I don't know. So I don't want to arouse any more suspicion than I have by leaving just one set of footprints coming into the median. Okay, I got a quick break in traffic. This is where I came in. That's the highway there. And from here, there is no seeing anything. This is going to be a walk in the park. Right, I'll just walk up through here the way I came in. And yeah, that is stealthy. It's a nice color for the hammock because it doesn't really stick out. A lot of camping stuff, they like to make it like yellow or bright blue. So this works quite nicely. And I got off the main road just in the nick of time. With some slightly warmer weather here, and I mean that relatively because this is very unusual, even for here. Like, this is normally a cold place, but typically by the 1st of April, the snow is pretty well gone. You can expect another little bit of snow before it fully disappears, but anyway, it is warmer, so I can get back to almost my summer pack setup here. And I'll show you what I got in the pack because we got some time to kill before I start rummaging around for a little more firewood. And speaking of which, this little hatchety doodad, inexpensive but good to have, packs up small. All my stuff is from Canadian Tire. I don't have links to it because they don't really sell it on, well, they do sell it on the Canadian Tire website, but that's not worldwide, and most of my viewers are not in Canada. So this is a Woods brand. It's Woods camping equipment. Oh, a friendly little train to keep me company tonight too. That's awesome. So I got my step 2. I got bear spray because I don't know if there's any bears still in hibernation or not. But this kind of looks like the spot where you'd expect a bear to actually be denning. So I got this in case I've set up beside a bear's hibernaculum, and I don't want to startle it. It would probably be a little hungry this time of year, but I think they're still pretty well sleeping for the year. And I also am not too concerned because I don't see any evidence around here, that type of thing. And I got old Trusty here with me. Moving right along, I got this again, a Woods brand. This is a mummy bag, good for -12, so that means for like around freezing probably. I've used it successfully in some coldish weather. I got a little stove because I wasn't sure if there was going to be any accessible firewood, or if the fire would give my location away too badly. So this is also inexpensive stuff. Just an isobutane stove. This little guy here, she screws on there, and this, I have no idea where I got it, but I think it was about 20 bucks. And you know, they're all pretty much the same. So this is the emergency cooking setup in case it's a little sketchy to start the fire and get the fire going. But for electronics, I got my just a battery charging pack to keep the camera batteries charged and my cell phone charged, to arrange for pickups, a little folding tripod chair, because the hammock will work really good for a seat, but I never know when I get here if I'm actually going to find a good spot to set up the hammock. And this is, I just bring it just because. It can also be a nice little stool to set stuff on. And you know, aside from that, I brought smoked sausages today. They're Grimm's brand, and that just makes me pleased because I'm always craving them every time they start up a campfire. And you know what? Tonight I'm having some. So I gotta rummage around for a little firewood in a bit here. I'm gonna have a couple more sips of whiskey here, and that'll give me the courage I need to wander a little closer to the highway to rummage through some really dry looking wood out there. and we have a paper birch here. It's a spindly little thing. It's not much of a tree, but it's still a paper birch all the same. And that bark, if I know anything from watching real bushcraft channels, is that should burn. And failing that, I've got to back up. Nothing incredibly fancy. I just got a whole bunch of flyers that I can crumple up and start a fire with. So no explosions today or anything to start the fire, or big torches or that type of thing, because we're backpacking in, right? But yeah, let's explore around here. I've seen a few squirrels already, and a lot of bunny droppings. So that's where we're at here, and just gonna chill, relax for the evening. Oh, this is sweet. No shortage of firewood around here. Nice. Didn't have to bring that little stove, but it's not bad to have in the event of an emergency. Birch. Out here collecting a little firewood, and I see this. Strange to see out here. I don't see a pond anywhere nearby. This was gnawed down by a beaver, a big, humongous beaver.
Nice beaver.
And I just don't know why they'd be up here, but
Oh,
yeah.